Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in. If you're new here, welcome. If this is not your first time, thank you for coming back to see my video. You're already an OG, yeah. So in today's video, I'm going to be answering some first time third questions. And if this sounds like what you might be interested in, then you might just want to watch till the end, yeah. So I got these questions online and I'm going to be answering quite a few of them. First question, first app you check when you wake up in the morning. Okay, so the first app I check when I wake up in the morning used to be WhatsApp, but now it's now Slack. Like ever since I started my job, it's now Slack. Yeah. First broken bone. I've never broken a bone, yeah. So I do not have a first broken bone. First foreign country you ever visited. Have never moved out of Nigeria. So I've never moved out of Nigeria, so I've never visited any foreign country. First Instagram, Twitter or Facebook post. I can't remember my first Instagram post. I can't remember my first Twitter post, but I can remember my first Facebook post. I was wearing a blue gown with my natural hair, and I think I uploaded that video 2010 or so, but I think at one point or the other I deleted the picture off Facebook, but I will check if I can still see it. I will just insert right. First makeup item, definitely Mary Kay powder. I think that was definitely my first makeup item, and I think my sister even pushed me to buy that makeup that powder then, because she had a old makeup kit and I didn't have anything, and she was always on my neck like, when are you buying? And so I finally saved up and I bought myself a Mary Kay powder. Okay, first plane ride you ever went on. The first plane ride I ever went on would definitely be when I went for my for NYSC in 2019, and that would be Yobe State. But it wasn't like a plane ride to Yobe State. It was a plane ride from Lagos to Kano. Then from Kano I went by road to Yobe State. I hope you understand. First time you ever got into trouble at home and in school. I've never got into trouble at school. No, I've never got into trouble at school. And I think while I was in primary school, I think I got well behaved twice. Yes, I got well behaved twice or so. But I know I've got into trouble once or twice at home, but I really can't remember now. Yeah. First time you were allowed to put on makeup. I really can't remember the first time I put on makeup, but I was always like, my parents were never against it, so it was not something like I look forward to. Hey, my first time. No, they were never against it, so if you were ready, then you could like always put it on. Yes. First YouTuber you subscribe to. I've subscribed to a lot of YouTube channel, but I think the one I can remember, the YouTube channel I really can remember at this point would definitely be Teju Babyface Show. And I don't know if any of you like can remember. Like, I was a big fan of his show then, and I do not even know why it stopped, but I was a really big fan of his show, and it was definitely the first YouTube channel I subscribed to. First time you went shopping on your own would definitely be 2012, when I was going for pre-degree, because all my life my mom had always done the shopping or we go together, but I think 2012 was that time like I went shopping myself. Yes. My first BF, my first boyfriend and girlfriend. So my first boyfriend would definitely be 2012. Yes, that would definitely be my first boyfriend. Then my first girlfriend, I had quite a number of girlfriends. But the one like I was ever really close with would definitely be Ajuma. Yes, and that was when I was in 200 level. Yes, I had always had other girlfriends before her, but it was always on the surface. Like, she was the one that knew my house, that knew my sibling, that knew my whole family, and would come to my house and all of those. So it would definitely be Ajuma. My first car. I do not own a car, but I do not mind a car as a gift. Yeah. My first celebrity crush. I'd had different crush at different points in my life. Yes, but at the moment, the person I'm crushing on is definitely Dunsi Oyekon, and if you have a direct link to him, please link us up. You never might know what might happen. Yeah. My first cooking experience. I really do not have a memorable cooking experience because I'm not a big fan of cooking. But the one that stuck with me, the one I really can remember was when I was in primary 2 or primary 3. I think I was in primary 3 because my class then was upstairs. Yes, and that morning my mom was dressing us up, and she was dressing my sibling and I up, and she was dressing us up and she was cooking at the same time. So she was cooking rice and plantain, but I think she was done making rice and she was just frying plantain. So she was done dressing up for me. Then I remember I went to the kitchen and we're using this green stove then. Yeah, so she was frying plantain on it. Then I saw that, oh, it was time for her to change the plantain over. So instead of me going to tell her that, mommy, like she should come and check the plantain, or I just say, I wanted to do a more dada like a good child. Like I just went ahead and tried to change it. So like the first one I changed was successful. Then the second one, everything just poured on my hand. Like I still have the scar on my thumb. Like everything just poured on my thumb, and I screamed the hell out that morning. Yeah, I suffered for like 2 weeks before the thing got healed. But that morning I still went to school. Hey, I suffered though. But then that was it. Yes, that was like my first cooking experience that struck with me, like that I can really remember. Yes, my first crush, I really can't remember my first ever cell phone. My first ever cell phone, I think I was in SS3 then. Yes, my parents bought me this Lennox red beautiful phone. I think that Lennox was not a common brand, but I love that phone and it was really beautiful. That was it for me. And so one day I went to my friend to do my assignment. So they were using this small generator. So that generator, the switch of their security lights for them to be able to use other things inside their house because of power, like because of the load on the generator. So that night they switched off their security light and their compound was so dark. So I was done with my assignment and it was time for me to go home. So their compound was dark, quite alright, and my friend just pushed me, like for her just pushed me, and the next thing I stepped on was their dog inside the dark. I flew the book away, I flew the phone away, and I was just running, and that phone broke, and that was it. I didn't have a phone from that time till like 2012, and I think that's the reason why like I hate dogs till date. Like I dislike them. Like I do not even want them to come near me because that experience was really traumatizing for me. Like it was really traumatizing for me. Till date I can't go near dogs. Like I do not even want them to come near me. Like that is why even my dogs at home, I do not go near them, like, and they know it, they must not come near me. Like I'm the only one. So I think that experience is still traumatizing for me. Yes, that was my first phone, and that stupid dog made me broke that phone. Yes. My first ever kiss was also 2012. My first heartbreak. I've never been heartbroken. I've never broken anyone's heart. My first job would definitely be in 2012. Yes, that was my first job. My first language, obviously Yoruba language. My first pet. I do not own a pet, and I would never own a pet. My first piercing, and when did I get it? This is my first and only piercing, and I think I got it when I was giving birth to. Yeah. My first swear word. Okay, my first swear word will definitely be "ode," and that is with someone in my age bracket or my friend. But if it's someone younger than me, it will definitely be idiot. My first tattoo. I do not have any tattoo. My first thought today would definitely be how I want to get stuff delivered, like stuff people got from my brand, how I wanted to get it delivered. And by the way, if you do not know, I own a fashion store. I sell fashion items, bags, shoes, wristwatches, smart gift bags, and all of those. And I'm gonna link our IG and somewhere here. First time on the train. I've never been on the train, and there's this Ibadan to Lagos train, but I've never ever tried it because the train schedule and my own time every time I'm going to Lagos, like, is not always in line, like working together. So I'm always ending up going by road. But one of these days I'm going to try the train and I'm going to vlog my first train experience. Yes. My first toy would definitely, my first and only toy. Okay, they later got us different kind of toy, but my first toy and most toy would definitely be a baby doll. And my mom got us quite a lot of dolls while we were growing up. At a point, she got us dolls like almost monthly. And we're always doing this nurse baby kind of drama in my house. My first YouTube video would definitely be the one I made in January, talking about my starting a YouTube channel and I did a get to know me tag. Yeah. My online profile picture. Okay, for different social media platforms I have different profile pictures. So for Instagram is different, for Twitter is different, so I have different ones. I really can't say, oh, this is one. The first book I remember reading, okay, I've read quite a lot of books, but the one I really can remember would definitely be when I was in uni, and it's definitely Think Like a Man, Act Like a Lady. And I think the reason why the book stuck with me was because I bought that book with my last 1,000 naira notes. And the reason why I made sure I bought that book was because I had seen the movie, and I think the ginger came from the movie I had seen. So I literally just used my last notes in buying the book. So probably because it was not my last month, like my last 1,000 naira notes I used in buying it. That's why, like, till date I still have the memory of that book. Yes. First movie I remember seeing. The first movie I remember seeing would definitely be Child's Play. That movie also is so traumatizing, God, and scary at the same time. Yes. So definitely Child's Play. And I don't know if anyone if you can remember seeing that movie growing up. The first person I text when something exciting happens. The first person I text when something exciting happens will definitely be Kunle. And even when the otherwise happens, something also exciting happens, is also the first person I text. The first thing I do every morning would definitely be listening to music, then reading Open Heaven. Open Heaven is a daily devotional book by Daddy Gio, Pastor Iye Adeboye. Then I pray, then I just start my day. So those are the things I do every morning. But the first thing I do is either I listen to music or I first read Open Heavens. That's the daily devotional by Pastor Iye Adeboye. The first thing I do when I get home would definitely be removing my wig. Like, I'll just yank it off. And even if I go somewhere with a car, right inside the car, like Motin Yordan, like I'm already removing it. When did you go to your first party? The first time I went to my first adult party would definitely be 2012. A lot of things happened to me in 2012. I think 2012 was the year I became an adult, literally. So I did quite a lot of things, memorable things, 2012. When did you have your first sleepover? I think 2016 or 2017. Yes. Okay, 2017. Yes. That was the first time I had my first sleepover. The first time I got in a fist fight. I really can't remember the year now, but I think I had finished secondary school, or I was still in secondary school. I think I really can't remember now, but it would be either I was almost finishing secondary school or I had finished secondary school, and it was definitely the one I had with my friend Fola. Oh, that boy beat the air out of me that day. Jesus. And even after that fight, I told myself I was never going to talk to that guy again. But then we made up and we became friends again. Yes. But it was just a simple argument that day that caused the fight. And the thing, it was just an argument of spelling, simple thing, but I really can't remember the word now. but it turned to a big fight, and I told myself I was never going to talk to him. He should just go his way. And it kept coming back to apologize and all of this, and we just kind of moved. So that brings us to the end of this question. I hope you enjoyed watching as much as I enjoy answering these questions. Yes, thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, tell your friends, your family about this channel. Yeah, and see you guys in my next video. Bye.